So, kind of random, but for today, I wanted to talk about typos and how I realized typos are actually such a perfect example of our low energy entrepreneurship methods and values. Because I was thinking about typos and why they happen. And I came up with three sort of like main categories of causes that result in typos. So one reason that there might be a typo might be lack of knowledge. You don't know how a word is spelled or how a sentence is supposed to be structured or something like that. Another reason could be like a physical thing. Your thumb slips or your finger slip as you're typing or whatever. The third reason would just be like oversight, like you just missed it, you just didn't notice it. And all three of those things are so freaking human. As my therapist would say, how human of you to not know everything, to have your body move in ways that doesn't always work with the tiny size of our keyboards, or to just not be able to pay attention, 100% attention to every single little thing. How human of you. So that is very in line with low energy entrepreneurship because we talk about our ever-changing capacities, our mental capacities, our physical capacities, and you know what? Sometimes you just have less energy or less brain power to go back over something a second time, to to take forever to, figure out the perfect way to phrase something. We always say, literally, I had an account that was named this, posted's better than perfect. And when your capacity is low, sometimes you just have to get it out there. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to share your ideas if you're always stuck in it needs to be perfect or it needs to be, exactly correct or whatever. And then I was also thinking about it takes energy to deal with typos. It takes capacity to deal with typos. Now, for some people, that energy and capacity, they might never think twice about it. It might be so second nature to them, or so accessible for them to deal with. I know for me, it isn't always. Sometimes, yes, like seeing a typo or having to look up a word or seeing a sentence that feels clunky literally turns into the impossible task and turns into the make or break, like, is this going to get posted or not? So all of this to say, typos are extremely human. Typos are going to happen. And sometimes you don't always have the capacity to go and make everything super correct and perfect. And it still matters. And we still want you to post your ideas.